Well done, beautiful people. I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to yet another video. I am totally amazing. Of course, it's International Week and there's literally no news from Chelsea, guys. I have been scouting left, right, and center, but I tried my best. I have a few notes here and there that I'm going to give you guys as my new content for today. If you enjoy the content, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. And let's get right into the video. So, for the first news, I want to talk about Mason Mount, guys. Mason Mount, of course, is currently playing for England, and as we know, he's a really great player. He's ranked one of the best players in Chelsea, almost by, I think, everyone I've heard. Mason Mount is doing really great. Of course, he scored, I think, 1 goal, if I'm not wrong, for England, and that as a player is just making him more valuable. I love how Mason Mount is playing for England. This is international news, of course. There's a lot of news circulating about how Mason Mount is going to go on moving forward. There's no even gist about it, but I think that it's safe to say that he's very comfortable at Chelsea. Of course, the way he's playing for England is really great. I cannot forget to mention Reece James. Reece James is also playing again for England, and they're really doing great. And then secondly, I want to talk about the AFCON. Africa Cup of Nations, guys. So if you guys didn't know, this is something that happens during international weeks where players go back home and they get to play for their countries. For example, Mendy is from Senegal, so he had to go back home to play for his country. You have to represent your flag. I'm representing Kenya. We played against, I think, Egypt. They call themselves the Pharaohs, and well, the match was really nice. I mean, our players are not ranked that highly, but they try. They really do a lot of work. They put in a lot of effort, and it showed this time round. Shout out to Harambee Stars. They had the 1-1 draw against Egypt, the Pharaohs, and it was a really great game. Of course, Salah was there, and that was a really great excitement in back home. So shout out to all the Kenyans if you're watching me right now. I hope you're safe. I know the lockdown is back on, but don't worry, you'll get through. Here's some content to cheer you up, and let's move on. Then I want to talk about, since we're talking about AFCON, there was a few mentioned. Of course, I got this from the BBC.com website. We had talks about Mendy, and I quote, "If they want to keep the AFCON, it has to happen in June, like the last one in Egypt." Mendy told the BBC Sports Africa, "Playing it in January is impossible, especially since we, the players, will all have a huge season with our clubs. We have to catch up with the qualifier games against Guinea-Bissau, so the best solution, depending on how the epidemic evolves, is to hold the tournament in June." Mendy had a lot to say about the AFCON Cup. Of course, it has been cancelled due to coronavirus. It was supposed to take place in January, and of course, as we know, the season is coming back on. Actually, this weekend we have a game against West Brom. Of course, I know our boys are ready. The international break caused a lot of, how will I put it, haywire? It caused a lot of confusion among the players. We had N'Golo Kante going home and he's already injured. He had to fly back to Chelsea. Luckily, he's recovering, and of course, it was his birthday a few days ago. So happy birthday, N'Golo Kante. Shout out to you. And then, of course, we have to go back to Mendy. So Mendy stated that this is not going to be a nice time to play for the international break, because as he said that there is a lot of games that they're looking forward to play. Of course, he's the main goalkeeper in Chelsea, now our number 1 goalkeeper. So this is really not nice in terms of our stats. We know that, okay, Kepa is there, but he's not as tall as Mendy, guys. I think we've talked about this for quite some time now. So Mendy stated that it would be better if we pushed the AFCON competitions as we did it last year to June, in June, sorry. And I feel like he has a great point, guys. I mean, if he has to go back home to play for the international break, and he still has to play for Chelsea, it's a really back and forth tug of war, which is not really nice for the player. I think he is really trying his best, and overall, I think that they should really postpone it. Of course, we'll see, as he said, how the pandemic evolves. Some countries have been able to deal with this quite nicely, but it's still here, it's still with us, and we just have to find a way to go around it. So I really loved how Mendy put it, and maybe we'll see what happens in the few months to come. Then, of course, we also had Hakim Ziyech. He's also in this fiasco of the international break. Well, again, as I said, the next break is supposed to be in January, around 22nd. So for Hakim Ziyech, of course, he's playing really amazing for his country in Morocco. They're currently leading in the group standing. So it's really nice for Hakim. Of course, when he went back home, he was just a star. He just come back from Chelsea where he scored amazing goals, calling him wizard left, right, and center. But shout out to Hakim Ziyech. This is, again, as I said, it's going to be a very bad timing for Hakim and Mendy. These are really great players, but I think Hakim can get a replacement. But for Mendy, guys, it's really giving me chills in my body. I don't know, we'll have to see what happens. And then finally, I really have to mention these guys. Guys, I am a woman pioneer, guys. I love women, so I have to talk about the Chelsea Women Football Club. Wow, guys. I don't know, when I started this channel, my main focus was to focus on football in general. Of course, I wanted to start with something that I really liked, which was Chelsea. Shout out, hashtag COYB, guys. If you reach this part, comment down below that hashtag. I'll give a shout out in my next video. And I really loved how they play. Of course, they're currently standing at number 1 in the Premier League table for the women's, of course. Manchester United, Man City's underneath them, Arsenal, all of the women's club are just underneath them, but they're currently leading. They got into the semi-finals for the UEFA Champions League women's version, and I'm really happy about how the women are playing. I love how they build their stamina, how they score so many goals. Guys, they had a 5-0 win against a certain English Premier League team, which was just, guys, if we have the same energy from the women's club to the men's club, guys, we'll just win this season. I saw a blog post that we might still have a chance to win the UEFA Champions League. Well, Tuchel came in mid-season, of course, we know that. I saw that he has a 71.2% increase. I'm not sure about these stats, whether they're credible, but it's something I think we can rely on. I'll post it if I get to see the post. He has had a 71.2% increase on how the players are playing, and overall we can see it. We moved from the 10th to the 4th. So guys, I'm really happy with Tuchel, and we might be able to win the UEFA Champions League. Fingers crossed. Of course, the Porto game is coming. Guys, I'm super hyped about the next week. Of course, this week has been a bit dry, but don't worry, more content will be coming soon for you guys. Almost slipped my mind. Let's talk about Erling Haaland, guys. So there's a lot of speculation. Every team wants this guy, guys. He's just 22 years old. He's at the peak of his game. He's just playing well. Every time he holds the ball, he scores it, guys. We need him in Chelsea. Of course, there was confirmation that his father followed Chelsea Football Club on Twitter. Fingers crossed. That's a good sign for Chelsea. I cannot quantify or validate these statements. They're just rumors that I got off Twitter. So there's also rumors circulating about how Real Madrid has set money, and the owner of Real Madrid has set aside some specific amount of money to get him. I saw from a Brazilian blog that they said that he's currently valued at 150 million euros, guys. Do we have that amount of money to spend on one player for summer, guys? Well, we'll have to wait and see. There's a tug of war between the teams. Man City wants him, Man United wants him. We want him as the Blues. Real Madrid wants him. Of course, Dortmund also wants to keep him because he's a really great asset. So we have to wait to see how the drama unfolds. I am really excited about this one. Of course, if we don't go with Erling Haaland this summer, who do you guys think we should go with? Of course, Lukaku. News have been circulating. An old post from Instagram came about where a few years back he wanted to sign to Chelsea, but it didn't happen. So there was some speculation about Lukaku coming to Chelsea. Of course, we had the post from Drogba. There was a bit of a it was just funny, guys. He posted him, which was a nice sign because Drogba is a legend for the Blues, guys. So we'll have to wait and see. Lukaku is a great player. Of course, having him in our team will be a great asset. There was some news about Timo Werner. They were speculating that he wants to leave the team, but I don't think it's even possible. It's not going to happen. Timo Werner is very comfortable in the team. He has a lot of great play time, and overall, I think he should just stay, guys. Comment down below if you agree with me. Give it a like or a dislike if you don't agree. I wouldn't mind. And other than that, I also heard about Aguero. So if Erling Haaland is not able to be signed and Lukaku is not also available, there was some speculation that Aguero might be up for signing to Chelsea. Of course, we had Hazard, who's also still injured, but they were asking, there was also rumors again whether he's going to come back to Chelsea. Guys, there's so many rumors, but you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So well, we have to wait and see. There's also a lot of news about injuries, guys. In the international break almost has a curse. I don't know. Well, I expected I don't know, a clean break. Of course, we have N'Golo Kante, who is having an injury. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who doesn't get as much credit as he should. Callum Hudson-Odoi is also injured. I don't know so much about the injury. I'll have to wait for more news and tell you guys. Keep you updated, of course. But he's also injured. Jorginho is also injured, guys. Okay, if we put all these facts together, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but let's just think about it. So we have Mendy. Say the AFCON happens in January. So we have Mendy who's out. This is in quotes. It's just a scenario that I'm trying to put together because of this international break. So Mendy is out because of the transfer for the game to be in January. So if Mendy is out, Hakim Ziyech is out. We have Callum Hudson-Odoi injured. We have N'Golo Kante injured. We have Jorginho injured. Guys, 5 players, guys. This is not good news. Well, we have to stay positive. We have to just keep our fingers crossed. Hope the guys come back well, prepared for the West Brom game on Saturday. I am hoping for a win. Of course, this match will also give us more points. We need as many points as possible. I don't care if we score 1 goal. I'm going to do a match preview, so be on the lookout for that one. I hope we just score as many goals as possible. As I said, the women's team are doing really amazing. So it would be nice if a 5-0 win. Too optimistic, but we'll have to wait and see. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy watching it. I really enjoyed filming it. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I miss you guys so much. Thank you for all the people who've been messaging me, asking for new content. I will do better, guys. Of course, I still have school, so I have to try balance the both. But don't worry, I got you guys. As I said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know the drill. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Since you've been gone, I've been catching the vibe. I've been catching the vibe. Since you've been gone, I've been catching the vibe.